Every time a coach gets fired in my franchise, I get to steal one of his former players to add to what I believe is the worst roster in football. And you know what? I don't want these two studs to suffer any longer. I'm gonna do them both a favor and release them so they can leave for greener pastures. Now this might be the worst roster in NFL history. We're gonna be stealing a player every single time a coach is fired, with the player we steal being determined by this wheel, and we're not gonna stop until the Jets win a Super Bowl, which could take forever with how bad this team is. No trades, no offseason signings, no draft. We only build our roster by stealing players whose coaches were fired. But we're actually going to begin by robbing every team whose coaches got fired in real life this season, starting with Brian Callahan and my Tennessee Titans. Which, if I'm being honest, pretty much any of these players would be an improvement on our roster, but I really would love Jeff Simmons, despite this being an imposter, which again, unfortunately, it will all be decided by the wheel here. Literally anybody that can start for me, I will take as a dub. And we got so close to stealing Cam Ward, dude. That's actually crazy. So not really too great. We get either Chigakonkwo or we get Calvin Ridley. Or we could go with Alec Ayumaner since he's a rookie and he'll get better and better every season because we know it's probably going to take at least 3 or 4 years to win a Super Bowl because this team is so bad. But at least at the end of the day, we now have ourselves our new wide receiver 1. Now we're about to rob the New York Giants and steal one of Brian Daboll's former players. Now for being honest, dude, the team is so much more talented than my Titans, man. Like I would literally take any of these guys. Like Malik Neighbors, Andrew Thomas, Dexter Lawrence would be a dream. But unfortunately, our fate is in the hands of this magic wheel, which is going to allow us to steal. Keep going, please, dear God. I am sick. Brother, we were millimeters from getting either Dexter Lawrence or Brian Burns. Like, look at that, dude. What do you mean? We have to settle for either John Runyon or Greg Van Rotten. Or I guess I could just go Evan Neal because he's 24, so kind of young. So we somehow have arguably the worst roster in NFL history and only were able to add a backup. Like, I find it beyond insane the highest rated player on this entire team literally comes in as at 83 overall. Like, our defense legitimately doesn't even have a single starter over 80 rated. Like, that's historically bad. So let us collectively pray here that we're allowed to steal one of Raheem Morris's former players. I mean, come on, brother. Bijan, Jesse Bates, Lindstrom, Drake London would be a freaking dream. We've got to get extremely lucky here, which we're allowed to steal a freaking center, which I guess at least he's an 80 rated. Looks like we're adding a toe to the roster. But at least with his addition and some reshuffling, the offensive line doesn't look completely terrible. But how crazy is it that he comes in as the team's 4th highest rated player? Now we desperately need Kevin Stefanski's firing from the Browns to actually bring us some luck for once. And I think you fellas know exactly who we're targeting. Come on, front 7 or right edge. Front 7 or right edge. Speak it into existence. Oh, stop, I beg. All my pain, all my suffering was officially worth it. Oh my God, boys. This is an incredible sight. I mean, he legitimately comes in as the first player in this entire roster over 83 rated, which is insane. I mean, he brings the team up to a 79, 81 defense. It's actually really funny, in my opinion, that Myles Garrett gets to leave the Cleveland Browns franchise finally, but he actually finds himself in a worse situation. But hopefully things can get better for him after we rob the Cardinals, one of Jonathan Gannon's former players. As again, beggars can't be choosers, but let me tell you, a Paris Johnson, a Buda Baker, a Trey McBride would be fabulous. Oh, come on, all-powerful, mighty wheel. I'm not gonna lie, just keep going past kicker or punter. Oh, thank God. At least that's better than nothing. To me, Jalen Thompson will come in as our team's 2nd highest rated defensive player. And with that half-decent upgrade, brings the team up to an 80 rated for the first time today. And let's hope we can improve even further after stealing one of Pete Carroll's former players. Which I have to admit, brother, I am currently salivating over the idea of a Max Crosby-Myles Garrett combo. I don't feel like we're gonna get that lucky ever again, though, unfortunately. Which... oh, it was so close, dude. The dream was so close to coming into fruition. Oh, we have to settle for Eric Stokes. Which I have to say, it kind of shows how sad the state of affairs are here in New York as he comes in as our cornerback number 1. But I hope it's finally time, man, that we're lucky enough that we can bring in a decent caliber player to this offense. Come on, dude. Hopefully Mike McDaniel was fired for a reason. I mean, even a one-legged Tyreek Hill addition would be fantastic. Come on, give me an offensive skill position player. I beg. Oh, keep going, please. Please. Let's freaking go, dude. But the question, with this more than likely being a multi-year rebuild, do I go 31-year-old, 92 overall Tyreek Hill, or do I settle for the 26-year-old Jalen Waddle, who should get better and better as the seasons go along? Might end up being the wrong decision, but I did go with the younger option, Jalen Waddle, over the one-legged Tyreek Hill. But wrong decision or not, what a freaking upgrade at our wide receiver one. Now, we desperately need a quarterback to throw to him. And maybe, just maybe, one of John Harbaugh's former players can help us out with that. Which I have to be honest, the odds of us landing on quarterback here is extremely thin. Oh my god. We were so close. So either Zay Flowers or Mark Andrews. And Mark Andrews is about to turn 30. He's the higher rated option though. So what do we do? Went with Zay, man. And our wide receiver room now doesn't even look half bad. Which that now brings the team up to an 81 overall with an 81 offense and 83 defense. Which I have to say, selfishly, I'm so very glad that Sean McDermott got fired because the world of possibilities are endless here. And I think you guys know exactly who I got my eye on. We got so close last wheel spin, which hopefully this time all the stars actually align as we're allowed to steal, looks like a linebacker. But I guess at the end of the day, dude, Terrell Bernard isn't a bad option. Comes in as a big 6 overall upgrade. Now, Mike Tomlin, please, brother. I think we all here would appreciate a nice little parting gift. Honest to God, dude, any of these 5 defensive players would be fantastic. Now, this is the final IRL coach that got fired, so our last player that we get to initially boost our roster, which is going to be a freaking tight end. It's not great, is it? But hey, man, with how our roster started off in the beginning, I will take every upgrade possible right now. Which I have to say it's not great, but I can tell you right now, it is so much better than what we began with. Team up to an 81 rated, 81 offense, 83 defense. Unfortunately, didn't get much of an upgrade at the quarterback or running back position, but hopefully it'll come eventually. As now officially time to simulate the end of our first season, I don't at all expect us to make the playoffs, much less us going on a Super Bowl run this first year, but I think we at least build a really good foundation to move forward. Maybe we can compete in year 2. Most importantly here, man, we need to hope for some really good coaches to get fired this season. Oh my god, we made the playoffs. Are you kidding me? With this team? Hold on, dude. Before we go see which coaches got fired this season, I gotta see how in the world we even got to this point. I highly doubt we won a playoff game, much less make it to the Super Bowl this first season. But again, I told you, build a really good foundation. Our offense sucked, and our defense was decent, thanks to Myles Garrett. I just don't think there's any planet where we can win a Super Bowl with Justin Fields at quarterback, so we're gonna have to get lucky eventually, but at least he held down the fort a little bit. Our running game, oh my god, dude. How did we win 11 games? Like, Khalil Herbert barely averaged 3 yards a carry. Our receivers carried, though, man. Zay Flowers, good season. Jalen Waddle, good season. Alec Eierman, good season. Pat Freiermuth, good season, all things considered. And I knew it, man. I think we literally won 11 games just because of Myles Garrett. And we had this guy, Jawan Briggs, with 9 sacks, which is just nuts. But before we go see which coaches got fired, we're gonna go ahead and simulate past the wild card round, which I just know we're gonna lose. I know, need to be realistic here. What I tell you. I just knew we didn't stand a chance with our stinky quarterback running back situation. But at least our team making the playoffs this season provides at least a little bit of hope for the future. But now time to see, boys, which coaches got fired. The first coach to get fired in our Madden 26 franchise is none other than Dave Canales, which, brother, I will be over the freaking moon if somehow, some way, we're able to land either Derek Brown or JC Horn. Cornerback D tackle, manifestation here. And we gotta settle for linebacker, which Trevin Wallace is gonna be our prize, which I suppose he's a decent depth option. I really do hope, though, one of the other coaches that got fired this offseason have themselves a good quarterback running back combo, and hopefully we can get one of them. Now, unfortunately for us, there was only one other head coach to get fired this first offseason, and that was none other than Kellen Moore from the New Orleans Saints. Chris Olave, Eric McCoy, Jonas Sanker would be splendid. And with Tyler Shuck just ending this first season, I wouldn't mind him either. He'd be better than Justin Fields. Honestly, though, I will take absolutely anybody and everyone that can help our team, and we get anybody out of their front 7. Now, I gotta be strategic here because I think Demario Davis is probably gonna retire this offseason, so that would be dumb to trade for him. So maybe the better option long-term is Grady Jarrett, which I guess at least for now he's a starter for us. But unfortunately, pretty much just means this is a team locked in for season number 2, so once again, we're gonna have to rely on Justin Fields and Khalil Herbert. But I guess they made the playoffs once, they can do it again. 10. So here's the squad, unfortunately, for year 2. I mean, we're coming in at 85 rated across the board, so not terrible, I suppose. But again, with this QB running back combo, no chance to win the Super Bowl yet. I mean, I guess the possibility could be there. Myles Garrett could put up 40 sacks this year. I do kind of feel like season 1 was a fluke, so I wouldn't be shocked here, honestly, if we just completely missed the playoffs. I knew it! I just knew last year was too good to be true. And to think, our offense couldn't get much worse from last year. We were dead last. Was the defense worse too? Yes! I mean, Justin Fields was about the same. On the ground, again, we sucked. Apparently, Braylon Allen started for us. Bailey could muster up 3.2 yards per carry. And where in the world did this come from? Why did Adonai Mitchell lead us with 1,000 yards, 10 tutties? Had more yards and touchdowns than Jalen Waddle and Zay Flowers. And for some reason, Alec Ayamaner didn't even play. An 80-rated receiver not getting playing time for the Jets is diabolical. Maybe next year, boys. Maybe next year. If we can finally get a better quarterback or running back, which that strongly depends on who got fired here at the end of the season. A bunch of coordinators got fired. Then the Panthers, for the second straight year, fired their coach. With this being our second attempt, I would love to be able to get Derek Brown, J.C. Horn, Ted McMillan would be nice. And honestly, at this point, dude, I would be the happiest man on the planet if we even got Bryce Young. With the NBA season in full swing and the MLB season right around the corner, not to mention the World Cup coming up in a few months, I thought it'd be the perfect time to tell you guys about my special hookup with today's sponsor, SeatGeek. Now, yes, I did just correctly mention that you can buy your World Cup tickets on SeatGeek, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing, as I do plan on going to a couple USA games. And it's not just sports tickets that you can get on SeatGeek, as there's over 70,000 events listed on the app. Concerts, comedy shows, sports, music festivals, and more. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the planet's #1 rated ticketing app. And if you guys have been a fan of the old RBT channel for a while now, you know how much my love runs deep for SeatGeek, and I have the receipts to prove it. I don't just talk the talk, I also walk the walk, as every single sporting event I've attended since 2019, I've used SeatGeek. And you very well might be wondering, RBT, why are you such a SeatGeek stan? Because not only are they so easy to use, they also always got your back, as every ticket on their platform is rated on a very simple scale from 1 to 10, so you know exactly when you're getting a good deal. Make sure you always look for the green dots, as green means you're getting a good deal, red means bad. And every ticket on their platform is backed by their buyer guarantee. And of course, I got you guys with a code, as you can use promo code RBT10 for 10% off your next tickets at SeatGeek. Again, that's 10% off any tickets at SeatGeek when you use my promo code RBT10. I would love to be able to get Derek Brown, J.C. Horn, Ted McMillan would be nice. And honestly, at this point, dude, I would be the happiest man on the planet if we even got Bryce Young. So any of those additions, and I will be a happy camper. Oh, stop on corner, I beg, dude. That is beautiful. Welcome to town, J.C. Horn. Which his addition is a massive one, dudes, bringing our team up to an 88 rated across the board. So obviously a nice pickup and a great transition forward for this roster, but at the same time, dude, bad news. Because as things stand, the Panthers were the only team to fire their coach this season. We will wait till after the Super Bowl, though, because for all I know, somebody else is going to get fired, hopefully. Because we really needed more than just one addition. Also, I'd like to point out that the Grassi Posse has won back-to-back Super Bowls. Come on, give me some good news, please, dude. Nope, not a single other coach got fired. Bunch of coordinators, but no head coaches. Oh, wait, maybe it's the week after this they get fired. Oh, please just tell me one more coach got fired. I'm actually begging. Nah, man, that's actually it. Legitimately, just one NFL head coach got fired after the 2026 season. So I suppose better luck next year. So I know not a lot has happened to this roster, unfortunately, since the beginning of season number 1, but maybe here in year 3, third time can be a charm. Jesus, why do we suck so bad again? Offense sucked again. Defense still garbage. Justin Fields continues to be Justin Fields. Our running game continues to be the worst thing ever created on this planet. Our lone positive as a team is that our wide receiver room looks pretty solid. Imagine they had a better quarterback. And at least we have a half-decent pass rush. But even like Myles Garrett is underperforming for his standards. Like maybe this franchise is just cursed. I really hope, dude, there was a mass exodus of head coaches at the end of this season. Please. Oh God, thank the Lord. First of all, and hopefully not last, the Chicago Bears fire Ben Johnson. I love it. Other people's misery makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. I mean, obviously their team morale is really low right now after having such a bad season where their head coach got fired, but God, dude, this roster is stacked, and I'm assuming Caleb Williams would be a huge upgrade over Justin Fields for us. Like, honestly, I'd take anybody, dude. Loveland would be great at tight end. Jalen Johnson would be good at cornerback. Joe Thuney would be a good offensive guard. This youngster, Josh Haynes, looks like he could be the best D tackle in football. I beg, just don't be a stinker and we get to add whoever their gadget player is. That's always interesting because you never know. Obviously, unfortunately, not going to be Caleb Williams, but the Bears gadget player that we get to add to our roster is going to be none other than DJ Moore. Dude, this guy's going through some big time depression. Let's hope I can be a good therapist for him. He's going to come in as a number 3 wide receiver. Now, please don't tell me Ben Johnson once again was the only coach to get fired this season. Oh, thank the Lord. More pain and misery. Looks like the off-brand Sean Payton got let go. I mean, look, man, as great as Pat Surtain, Quinn Minders, Nicholas Benito, Hufanga would be, even Breece Hall in the new home that he found, would love to bring him back, but as good as those players are, dude, I'm sitting here, I would twerk myself to death for a Bo Nix right now. I'm gonna curse the magic wheel. Give me somebody that will be a banger addition, and that is so funny. Don't know how he's gonna feel about it, but at least I'm happy. So one of the team's worst positions, running back, finally upgraded. Now we've got to hope to God we can also upgrade quarterback, which for that to be the case, we need more coaches to have their lives ruined. Oh, thank God. Although, I have no idea who the Browns have at quarterback at this point. Do the Browns even have anybody good? Denzel Ward, Judkins, although we just got Breece Hall, Carson Schweinstinger's an all-pro. They got a young stud wide receiver. Mason Graham's great. They have, Peter Hamilton, a young gun at QB, who honestly, it wouldn't be bad. He'd be better than what we got at least. QB, please. We are going to get an offensive lineman. Which that's literally like the worst thing we could have got from the Browns. They only have Sam Henry here. Which, I mean, I guess he's an 83 overall superstar, second-year left tackle, so it could have been worse, I suppose. That'll do for now, Pig. That'll do. Please tell me that wasn't it, though. Oh, thank God. Todd Bowles gets fired. As for once, you can be thankful for impatient owners. Again, we'll take anybody that can start for us, dude. I think Baker, he's kind of washed at this point. Hey, Baker would be better than we got, at least currently. That's a joke. That's gotta be some sort of sick joke. After all of that, brother, we get Cal Adamitis. Safe to say I'm as depressed as what DJ Moore was. Please tell me somebody else that got fired. Yes! Shane's lowest moment of his entire life is my peak. I mean, we already have a running back, but like Quentin Nelson would be nice. So with Sauce Gardner, Tyler Warren, who is their quarterback now? Oh, their quarterback's not a good one. It's Riley Leonard. They also got Tyler Shuck as the backup. How did this happen? Which I suppose we just let it rip and see where fate takes us. Which, it takes us to the offensive line, which is kind of nasty. I mean, brother, that's a no-brainer. Which at least the offensive line now looks pretty set in stone. But like, does any of this even matter when we still have Justin Fields at quarterback? I mean, we've already had a ton of coaches get fired this season, but I'm getting kind of greedy. I want at least one more. And will we get so lucky? Yes, we do. For the second time today, the Dolphins fired their coach, which unfortunately is the last one. But I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea who their quarterback is. Like, if it's Tua, that would even be a good addition. Maybe they drafted a stud though, who knows? They still got H, which would be nice, although we already have a running back. Minka wouldn't be bad. Honestly, their team isn't that good, and their quarterback position isn't good either. Who's their quarterback? Oh, it's still Tua, dude. It's so gross, and he's capped out to a 77 rating. He's gonna start to go down every year. Why do I have such a bad feeling that we're gonna have to steal Tua Tagovailoa as our starting QB? Not quite. I think a linebacker. Which, if we're being honest, Quay Walker actually is going to be a pretty solid addition. So into the next season, where we obviously made some pretty massive upgrades around this roster, I just still don't know, though, if it's good enough to lead their quarterback to a Super Bowl. Man, defense is pretty freaking stacked too, man. We're up to a 90 overall, 92 offense, 89 defense. So here we have it, dude. Do we build a good enough team to mask our problems at quarterback, or once again, are we going to go 6-11? Get this guy out of here! Justin Fields is ruining our lives. We literally got blanked by the Patriots. Like, our offense wasn't even that bad. It's like, what's the problem? Was it our defense? What in the world? You're telling me this defense almost finished dead last? I've never despised an individual human being so much in my entire life. I mean, the funny thing is, he wasn't even that bad. It's actually the best season he's ever had with us. Was our running game? No, our running game, by far, the best we've ever seen. That's the first time we had somebody average over 4 yards a carry. Breece Hall, thank God for you. Our receivers also continue to ball out. I still understand how a defense that has 2 players with 13 sacks or more finishes the season almost almost dead last. Oh, our only saving grace, man, will be if there's another firing cycle like last offseason. Please, I beg, good news. Are you kidding me? The Dolphins fire Ben Johnson. This is the third coach the Dolphins have fired in, what, 4 years? Oh, please tell me they acquired a better quarterback this offseason. I freaking beg, dude. Unfortunately, no. It still looks like their starting quarterback is Tua. Although, I might would go after Nelson Bass instead. Looks like a good second-year QB. I don't know why he's not starting for him. I mean, honestly, I would take Tua over Justin Fields all day, every day, which we're not going to get that option, but we get to take somebody from their secondary. Which, brother, they have this youngster, 88 rated, Jalen McManus, who seems like a freaking stud. Even though he has normal development, like, he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Even though I must admit he has the hairline of a 56-year-old. Surely there are more firings, right? Why is it the same teams firing coaches every single offseason? Again, that's the Panthers, I think, third head coach in 4 years. Although, again, I will not be mad whatsoever if 85 rated Bryce Young ends up being our quarterback. Anybody but Justin. Lord bless us here, please, as this tainted franchise needs as much help as possible, as it looks like we get to steal from the left edge position. Honestly, that's not half bad, as that's actually going to make for a pretty perfect wombo combo with old Myles Garrett. Oh boys, it gets better, because Mark Anderson wasn't the last firing of the offseason, as Mike Vrabel gets the boot, which makes me sick because their lone win on the entire season was literally blanking us 27-0. Hold on a freaking second though. Oh, I cannot even begin to describe to you how much of a monumental pickup Drake May would be. We have yet for this wheel to land on quarterback all day long. It is about freaking time. It is time to bring the positive energy into the room. Come on, you stupid freaking wheel. Just throw me a bone for once. Hold on. Stop it. Stop it. Let's go! This might just be the game changer that we so desperately needed, boys. Brother brings the franchise up to a 95 overall, 96 offense. There is no shot, no way, no planet, no alternate universe where this franchise goes 6-11 again next season. And I don't think we're done, because Dan Quinn also got fired. Which, to be honest with you, that's not really a shocker, because his team was pretty stinky. I would literally take anybody that helps upgrade our roster. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Maybe they got a good corner, which they do. And with that, dude, we've got to have one of the best cornerback rooms ever assembled. Surely that was the last firing, right? No, because D'Amico Ryans got the can. And I might be wrongly assuming, but I think their team's got to be pretty freaking loaded. Oh my god. Dude, Will Anderson and Myles Garrett together would be disgusting. Even though our cornerback room's already great, Derek Stingley would be awesome. Definitely would take another stud wide receiver. Okay, how loaded this team is, dude. We got to hit on one of these studs. Come on. You sexy Will. You have been so good to us this season. I shouldn't have said that. I don't even know who their center is at this point, man. He's not good, whoever it is. My god, where's he at? This has got to be a sick joke. Safe to say that doesn't help as much. Into next season, this has got to be the team that gets it done, right? There's just no way the Jets are that cursed of a franchise. I mean, the squad is up to a 94 overall, 96 offense, 92 defense. There's not a team out there that even compares to this squad. We now have Drake May at quarterback, Justin Fields, thankfully the backup. I mean, he's got freaking Zay Flowers, DJ Moore, Jalen Waddle, Adonai Mitchell to throw to, not to mention the league's best offensive line. Like, where's the weakness? Like the tight end position? And don't even get me started on this defense, boys, because it is beautiful. The best cornerback room in NFL history. Myles Garrett and Nicholas rushing the quarterback. Now, if we don't make the playoffs this season, I'm telling you, I might as well end the challenge right then and there. Because at that point, it would probably mean this game has it coded where it's impossible for the Jets to win the Super Bowl. Because this team has got to make the playoffs. It's about gosh dang time. Not only did we finally return to the playoffs, we returned to the playoffs with a bang, earning our first round by the day. Finally had a top 10 offensive unit with the upgrade at quarterback. Defensively, we're about middle of the pack. I don't know how. Oh my god, this is so much better than Justin Fields. He only threw 4 interceptions all season long. He plays like this, we're winning the Super Bowl. On the ground, Breece Hall, as good as ever, 1,300 yards, 4.9 yards per carry, 10 tutties through the air. Jalen Waddle balling out. A career year for him. 1,100 yards, 18 tutties. Good year from Zay Flowers. Good year from Mason Taylor. Good year from DJ Moore. And defensively, not mad at it. Myles Garrett, 14 sacks. Nicholas, 12.5. Yours truly actually won Coach of the Year this season. Now, if this team doesn't end up being the group to bring the Jets to their first Super Bowl in, what, 80 years? I don't know if we ever will. I mean, there is no NFL team out there that even comes close to the amount of talent we have on both sides of the football. So this has got to be the year, right? Come on, give me a stinker in the divisional round. I beg, I beg, I beg. We are going to end up playing the New England Patriots, who, don't forget, fired their coach while at the same time blanking us a season ago. So the good news is we already played them twice this season, so we should get a pretty good indicator if we're going to beat them this time around. We beat them away from home in Week 9, 24-21, but then lost to them at home by 2 touchdowns in Week 14. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. You know what? I'm going to speak a 3-touchdown victory into existence right here, right now. 42-9 on cue. Oh my God, brother, this is music to my freaking ears. Not even close, dude. Drake May slicing and dicing against his former team. This poor Jackson Welch guy didn't stand a chance. Good game from Brees. We limited Travion Henderson as much as we possibly could through the air. Jalen Waddle, you sexy, sexy boy. 10 grabs for 166 and 4 tutties. And oh my God, dude, Myles Garrett coming up big when we need him the most. The 34-year-old at this point, 4 sacks in the biggest game of his life. This actually might be the first playoff game Myles Garrett's ever won in his entire career, which is nuts. And all he has to do now is get past the Las Vegas Raiders to make it to his first Super Bowl in his entire career. Hold on, we gotta do some deep dive analysis. Not good again. One of the few teams we lost to was the Raiders. Week 5 at home by a touchdown. We couldn't get anything going offensively. Don't like it, dudes. I don't like it at all. I don't know, man. Maybe this is the perfect opportunity for revenge. We win this game, and we're in the Super Bowl. 5 years in the making. Come on, we can't lose at this point. We just can't. Thank God. We have finally made it to the Super Bowl, and yet again, dude, it wasn't even close. 40 points put up in our second consecutive playoff game where we win by 3 touchdowns plus. Outgained them by double their offensive output. Let's see Drake May again, dude. What's that? 8, 9 touchdowns to 0 interceptions in his first 2 playoff games in New York. I love it. Good boy. Another great game from Brees. And another incredible game from Jalen Waddle. What in the world, dude? That's 7 touchdowns from him alone in 2 games? Oh, we need you boys just to put it together for one more strong performance to take down the Detroit Lions. Here we have it, fellas. This entire challenge, the last 3 hours of my life, all comes down to this. Dude, with a lot of our better players getting older and older and starting to go down in overall, I'm telling you, if we don't win it here, we might not ever make it back. So we might as well go ahead and win this thing while we have the opportunity. So please, oh, that's not the fast start I was looking for, although it's 10-7 now. Still a 1-possession game. Oh, we don't score before halftime, although we take the lead. Going into the 4th quarter, it's a tight one, boys. We take an 8-point lead. Come on! Come on! Oh, it's about freaking time. The New York Jets, once again, for the 2nd time in NFL history, are Super Bowl champions. It took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of failure. But finally, Jets fans can smile again. Now, if you're enjoying these funky challenges, you can click right here to watch another one where I steal a player every time I hurt somebody.